I'm back. That actually wasn't a very long restart time. Alright, sorry. We've been having some issues today getting everything going. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, Steam is updating now. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. You know what? I might let this game download. Oh, why is it saying 45 minutes? Maybe we should just BS and chit chat for a bit. It might be time to get rid of Streamlabs OBS. I'm not using it, but, you know, just might be time to just get that out. All right. Bringing up everything. Oh, my dono bar. What happened, bud? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hopefully my alerts are working. Okay. Resident Evil. Okay. I don't know why it's crashing. That's so weird. All right. Why don't we chit chat for a bit? Let's do that. Let's talk. I'm gonna change it to just chatting. Let's do that for a bit. All right. I'm gonna check and see if that title change. Yeah, it did. Oh, nice. Good. I don't know, unless the PlayStation is like downloading a monster update for something, you know? I have it in rest mode. Maybe I should just turn it off. I don't know. Because it's not CPU. Not overdoing anything else. I don't know. We'll let this, my secret game download. Let's see. Let me bring up something here. There have been a few things. I should have been writing these down, but I've got a few things on my mind. Let me quickly. Oh no. What's up, Stream Deck? What's going on, pal? Surely we don't need the app open. On my default alerts for now. Okay. Just gonna clip that. So there have been a couple of things that we've been kind of mulling around, and I should have written these down because I've really wanted to do literally like a podcast episode just related to like streaming. I'm trying to focus my thoughts on what I'm trying to get at here. We talk a lot about branding. We talk a lot about behavior and how important things like that are. We talk about always putting our best foot forward. A lot of things like that. Hopefully, I'm not playing my own thing. Okay. Anyway, close that now. Let me see if I can look at stuff like that. Let's see. Streaming. Let me just see if I can get some topics, right? Twitch streamer. Or streaming. See if we can get some clues here on what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, Uriah had a really thought-provoking article on that. Behavior and stuff like that. Charity, professional sports, right? Twitch has been used for video game tutorials. Learners to interact with each other and the instructor. That's interesting. Software development learning. That's kind of cool, yeah. Streaming programming projects and talking through their work. That's actually, I've actually seen some of that, and it's really cool. That is super cool. Okay, let's hit on some basics then, right? Like when you're doing your VOD type stuff, right? Making sure that you have content that people can view. For me, it's about having a whole collection of entire playthroughs of games that you can just mull through. If there's a game you like that I've streamed, I'm really quite proud of that in some ways. Highlighting either a full playthrough or having little sections that people can watch, or big clips of epic moments or interesting things that have happened, and distributing those clips on the proper social media. That's a struggle. That's a real challenge to do that stuff. I think we make it seem like it's a very easy thing, right? When it's really probably not, right? I have got a lot of mods. Yeah, that's interesting. Also, some of the new moderation stuff that they've added to Twitch has been really good. Some of that stuff is really cool. Let me see if I can look at. I'm trying to find there's a new video feature that they've added, right? Maybe you have to look at your channel. Hopefully I'm muted. Yeah. Okay. Look at your channel and then you go to like videos maybe? Yeah, you can customize the look of this page. Okay, cool. I actually kind of like the way it's laid out already, but all right, that's not bad. Well, that's cool that you can move stuff like that around. I probably do need to add like I'm going to put Red Dead. Right there. And popular clips. Okay. I like that. So let me show you guys what I've done. It's kind of silly. This is new. So if you go to like your channel and videos, you can basically customize these rows here. Let me see. I may have to refresh. So recent broadcasts at the top. I put Red Dead here in row 2. You can see me in my cowboy hat. That's a good thumbnail. Because Red Dead's really big on stream, so I want people to see that. It's got kind of our recent highlights. So these are recent streams that I've highlighted the entire thing to keep. Make sure we have that. Then the clips. These are, you know, the most popular clips. I think they're also recent. Yeah, because these aren't my most popular ones of all time. Then Destiny 2 is kind of a big deal. So that's there. Resident Evil I've been playing a lot. I didn't put these here, but they were automatically here. But I might want to go into the layout and like put some of the other big games or entire playthroughs that I have that I'm really proud of. So like Red Dead I'm really proud of because we've had a great time streaming that game. We've really enjoyed it. And it's a big hit on stream. And it makes me sad that we can't play it until I get a new capture card because my current one is just being a total jerk, right? Cool. But that's an interesting new feature. I like that quite a bit. And I've got 6 views on Left Alive for PC. One of my streams. I guess that was the second part. The second time I streamed it. We got about 30 minutes left on our download there. I just wonder if that's pressuring Steam too much. I don't know. I don't know what it is that's crashing Resident Evil today. That's so unusual. I just showed the game. God damn it. Noob streamer. I'm gonna open Discord. I like having Discord open. I don't know if that's killing things as well. I think Discord really takes up a lot of stuff, you know? I don't think it does. Oh man, I need to add that. I need to get that back in. Welcome back, dude. So now that I'm back to using OBS, I need to figure out how to redo that. That's gonna take me some time. So now that I'm back, I could actually put that in the just do it, other stuff like that. I can put that back in. Okay, so yeah, something was kind of off today. Because look, my alert bar is back the way it should be. Or not my alert bar, my donation bar, I should say. It's back to the font that I wanted. And now I've already shown my secret game, but you weren't here, but you know what it is. You've known all along what the secret game of the day is. All right, I just wanted to make sure that looks good from my point of view. All right, we've cleaned up the secret game. 20 minutes, 24 to be precise. So we're just gonna chill and chat for a bit, and we might play some Resident Evil. I don't know. I'm a little concerned. I don't know why it's running weird today. Yeah, I've had that one on pre-order. I'm excited. Playing The Division. Yeah, man, definitely try to get some things done. I think we played a few missions because we unlocked all 3 areas in the base, you know? And we were just doing encounters to get more points, and I was upgrading and kind of getting a bit of a class going. It just, the thing that bums me out, I had a great time playing with Uriah. And I think I told him this. And it's not even a bad thing, I guess. But, like, the fact that he's level 30 kind of ruins the game for us. Like, I kept saying that, but I meant it in the nicest way, right? Like, we can't really play with him, to be fair. Like, it was my session, a noob session. And then he comes in, and it brings everything up to his level, regardless of him bringing his world tier down to 1, which makes the enemies as least difficult as possible. It kind of ruins everything, right? Like, we can't do anything, we can't play. Like, it's... They really didn't... So maybe in part 2, they're fixing that with the way part 2 works, because they said it was, like, scaling you up to other people's levels, you know, so that you can always play with your friends. It, like, temporarily brings your stats up so that you can enjoy content together. I think I'm seeing why they did that now. I'm understanding, right? Yeah, I know, you're laughing. But we're also getting power leveled, which was nice. So I was like, I'm not going to complain because he's actually kind of getting rid of this really rough grind that we probably would have had to do. Like, I'm already level 19 in just one night, you know? That's cool. That's helpful. Thanks, Kiwi, for stepping on the keyboard. Yeah. Yeah. So that kind of made it a little not fun, but it was like, we are getting some stuff out of the way. And we'll be able to play through the campaign. Maybe we'll hit max level, and then we'll hit the campaign. So I don't know. He was saying we might play more tonight. You were putting up walls the entire time? You were high and putting up walls. A barrier. Yeah, I was kind of just hanging out, shooting things, healing, marking bad guys. It was good times. We had a good, you know, I think if it wasn't just us chilling with friends, you know, and having a good time, it would have been worse, right? Yeah, we just weren't helping. No, I couldn't do anything. Dude, I was level 19 by the end of the night. I could only still barely damage enemies. Yeah, we did get to play with In Prayer, and that was great. So she was getting power leveled. I think she was maybe somewhere in the single digits, but even her few hours that we played kind of power leveled her a little bit. Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. And keep the headset off for a minute since we're not playing a game, right? I've had these things at the forefront of my mind about streaming, and I can't think of it now. I guess because it's on the spot. But I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking we should have a podcast for that. But then I didn't write it down. I failed Uriah. I didn't write it down. He says when you have an idea, write it down. I should have written it down. I'll think of it again later. But yeah. And it wasn't like a gossip thing or anything. It was just like, let's just talk about things, right? You get some ideas. I always mean to talk to you guys. Well, if you got anything right now, throw it in, because we're gonna chat for about another 20 minutes. I'm thinking before I start up a game. I need to be writing this stuff down though. I think a few things I've been thinking about. Gaming with the community, creating different podcasting material. One streamer a week talk about a game they've been playing right now, getting different interviews from people. That is interesting. Someone plays Anthem for the first time that week, and someone playing only D2 Gambit. Okay. Give some sort of real feedback for the community regarding a game. Trying to think about how that would go. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Yeah. I feel like my lighting is changing based on my position. I'm seeing my face change colors. Let me make sure I don't have some sort of video configuration. I don't have auto white balance. Or what happens if I kill the exposure? Auto exposure would be weird. I don't know. 720p. Nice. Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm seeing what you're kind of getting at, right? How are you feeling League of Legends is in its current state? Real goods on what's going on instead of blogs and IGN and Polygon's articles. Oh god. Yeah, it's kind of atrocious, right? Hmm. For someone's inflated ego rant. Thoughts on the current state of Destiny? Literally, if you just, and it's kind of the same thing with Anthem and Captain Marvel. If you just go to YouTube, there's just like thousands of people going, this is a failure. It's the worst thing ever. They're recasting Captain Marvel, or it's another, it's an Anthem thing. Here's why you shouldn't buy Anthem. It's fake. It's wrong. It's bad. It's the worst. It's not at all what we thought it was gonna be. And I think it's just some people just trying to shit on everything, you know? If you set it up like an interview format, you get a better balance for what the game can provide. Well, the cool thing is, like the way Uriah interviewed me and we discussed Anthem and Warframe, which that was on, the show radio.info. That was good. That was a good format, and we had a real productive conversation. I learned what I'm thinking about from watching Santa Clarita Diet. Wait, how did you get that from that? I know Santa Clarita Diet, and I love that show. I love Timothy Olyphant. He is so great. He is such a cool actor. And seeing him do comedy again is kind of fun, because he's actually a really funny guy. But he does have that serious tone as well. I watched him a lot in Justified, and Live Free or Die Hard is one of my favorite movies, and he was the villain. He was also in Scream 2. But, yeah. Yeah, when Drew Barrymore sells the house once Nathan Fillion gets eaten. Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember that. I'm not sure how you're getting from there to here though. That connection is very interesting. All right, 14 minutes on that download. So it's going good. No, sometimes I can lean my chair back just a tad. Like the green screen's literally right behind me. I could not find a way to have the green screen either further away or just somewhere it wouldn't be so much in the way, right? He gets really aggressive, and the husband tries to balance it out by providing different feedback, sort of telling them, hey, you've got options, but still buy the house. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that was really kind of interesting how all that went. I think, and even Joey was talking, we talked a little bit, and we've talked about this in the past about having different content. And this doesn't have to be Nexus, essentially, but having like 4 people talk about a game on a talk show and having sort of an interview format, or having them do whatever it was. The part was a whole psychological effect, I think. I feel that if you provide more information, you can get more positive feedback. Right. Absolute Power, what's up, dude? Yeah, what's your question, man? Go for it. Go for it. You're asking the tough questions. Do I play PC, console, or both? Both is the answer. Yes. Currently, I'm, as you can see, I'm raising money for a new capture card. Someday I'll figure out how to point at the actual bar. My mic is in the way. Saving money. Because my old card gave up. Which do I prefer? Okay, yeah, this is a tricky question. This is a tricky question. Because I'll never be the elitist PC guy, no matter what. I built this PC. It's great. It's a great machine. And there's nothing I love more than diving into these beautiful PC games. Like Anthem is great. Destiny 2 is part of the reason I built the PC was I wanted to see Destiny 2 60 frames per second, running on high or ultra, and it's glorious and it's so much fun. But here's where it levels out, right? I've always been a console gamer, so even when I'm on PC, I often play with a controller. That's just a comfort thing. Wherever I can get by doing it, I try to do it. Just because it's more relaxed. I don't have to be, hurting my back, my neck, leaning forward, using this keyboard and mouse, worrying about things like carpal tunnel, which I may have already experienced, and hopefully maybe that's going away. Maybe that's going to be a thing of the past. But I still don't tempt the devil. But the other thing is, and this is the big thing, is it's lonely on PC, right? It's lonely at the top. I get there's billions of PC gamers, right? I'm sure there are. Or millions, maybe not billions. But I've got a good community. We have a good community of PC gamers. There's there's like Xenix, there's Baggers, there's Big Will Kale, there's Snarg, there's so many people I know. And we play together on the regular. Real Space Tea, Glenn's Fishy Gaming, Jazzy, there's a lot of us, right? But it's lonely there. It's a bit lonely on PC. Not a lot of people. And then running games, it's not reliable, right? So that's why I like consoles, right? Because fresh out of the box, every game's always gonna work, right? Always gonna work, right? And on PC, you might buy a game and it's like, oh, this doesn't work. You just gotta upgrade your rig, or you're just like, oh, hope I can return this. Mouse and keyboard is difficult, yeah. I think if you find a game you really love, like I love Destiny 2. So I just finally grit my teeth and I was like, I'm going to learn it. I never really struggled with it in the past anyway. I'd played other mouse and keyboard games, no problem. But Destiny, I actually got really good and I really enjoyed it. But I think I overdid it, and then I experienced minor carpal tunnel. And then I was like, okay, we need to clearly, I can't do mouse and keyboard 12 hours a day, every day. Yeah, that's bad, And I was also using bad posture. I also didn't have proper equipment, like a thing to rest my hands on or whatever on the keyboard and on the mouse, and, proper wrist movements, things like that. You're saying, I've always been a console gamer as well. I bought a PC to help with my console streaming. Yeah, it's great, honestly. If you have a capture card, you can have your fancy overlay, you can have your camera, you can have all these different scenes and stuff. Really have the slick, look to everything. Played a few free games on PC, find mouse and keyboard difficult. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. Yeah, so I'll never be the elitist PC guy. They'll just be like, talk down to you and sort of say like, oh, why don't you get it on PC, or, blah, 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 whatever it may be. I don't see any benefit to that. Let me make sure our settings are right. I mean, I'm on NVENC. I'm getting dropped frames today for some reason. I'm not even doing anything. How are we getting dropped frames? Oh, maybe it's because I'm downloading a game. That's probably why. I usually don't stream while I'm downloading. Plus, I have Chrome open, which is often a little bit of a muncher. You want to try PUBG on PC? I have it on PS4. I like to see how the game was made to play. True. I've actually never played it on PC. I've played it on Xbox, and I actually did enjoy it. But I don't know if I'll ever play it again. Apex is really cool. I bought Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, and I enjoyed the mode for maybe about a day or two. I enjoyed Blackout. I think Blackout was really cool, but I think they're in trouble now with Apex. I think Blackout either needs to go free or it needs to go you need to be able to buy just Blackout alone, maybe would increase their sales, or they just need to go free, which I'm sure Activision isn't gonna like that, and us people that have already bought the game are probably not gonna like that. Yeah, I'm having massive frame drops. What is going on today? I think it is my download that's messing with us a little bit. It's probably using all my network. PUBG sucked for me on Xbox. I feel you. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it also didn't work very well. And that may be part the nature of PUBG as being like an unfinished game, you know? Yeah, I got old quick. I'm hot trash at it, but it's cool. Yeah, I'm not very good at Apex. Like most of my characters have 0 kills on them cuz like I've downed people and sometimes I've executed them. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of kills. And it's rough. Like usually it's like me and Taco, we're shooting at someone as a team. So like maybe he'll get the kill or I don't know how it works. Like maybe I always get a lot of assists in multiplayer games. That's just who I am. I'm Mr. Assist. I'm not really a killer. Not really a killer. So yeah, while everyone else is like, I'm level 50, I've got 500 kills, I'm gonna be like, I'm level 9, I've got no kills. You know, it's rough. All right, we got about 4 minutes on this download here. But yeah, I think a capture card really heightens things. And like the problem Taco is having, and a lot of people are having, is they want to stream these games by Japanese developers, and they're blocking the scenes. Well, when you get a capture card, you stream anything you want, pretty much, within reason, all right? Within reason. Like, obviously you can't stream these things on Steam, these porno games that we're seeing now, that they're being kind of... There was another game that came out the other day that was like, it was literally a game about rape. I didn't know what the details were, but it was weird. And Steam, it took them a while to ban it. And I was like, what's taking you so long, guys? Like, and then their excuse was kind of weird. It was like, they approached it from a marketing perspective, like, we want to allow developers to flourish, but then you do something like this. Like, they should have kind of outright came out and just condemned it and been like, you know, did you really think a game about rape was gonna fly in the Steam store, you know? Yeah, you can't, like, any of the Tales of whatever games, or the you know, I think Persona, right, has some blocked stuff. Final Fantasy has blocked scenes. Any game by Atlas has blocked scenes. So that probably means Catherine. Dead or Alive's story. Any of the Dragon Ball Fighter different games, a lot of blocked scenes there. Yeah, you got the HD 60S, the external one. That's what I have too. And mine just it's kind of given up on me. Yeah. Yeah, the capture card really makes a big deal. And it's a lot of money. And mine going out so suddenly has really, really hurt me and the stream quite a bit. So that's why I'm raising money. And I'm trying not to approach it from sort of a please, or like a oh, buy me this so I can, you know, I'm I'm literally only doing it because it's a legitimate concern. Yeah, that's the internal one. So I think that's what I want, because I have had trouble with external. It's like I've had it for years, but and it works great. Like I recommend it highly. The HD60S is great. But there's like some days where it like forgets how to do what it's supposed to do. Or like if you don't use it for like a week, if you don't use the capture card for like a week, it kind of just like doesn't want to turn on sometimes. So I had issues like that in the past, right? I don't know. Sometimes it's a little picky. Sometimes you got to reset it a lot, and like it just doesn't cooperate sometimes. Yeah. So I think maybe having an internal one will be more reliable for me. So that's why I'm saying like I'm gonna jump up to that. And really I'm paying for this mixer I bought, so I'm really not in a space where I can buy a capture card. I don't know how many times I've had to reinstall the software. Yeah, like I think Elgato is doing everything the best. Like I have their green screen. It's the best. Absolutely. There is no better green screen on the market. Now, granted, this is a very expensive green screen. It's like $150. It's ridiculous. But it closes down and it's made of good material. It never looks weird. My background always looks good. I could use some better lighting, but my lighting is much better now. And the Logitech C922X, I have two of those. Really great webcam that we use for the stream. I've got desk mounts and stuff. This is the Audio Technica AT2035. Great mic, condenser mic. Plugs in. XLR cable, right? It's a real mic. I know. I call the USB mics not real mics, but look, I'm an analog guy. I play guitar, I sing. I'm used to dealing with music and recording equipment. So, you know, I'm a little bit of a hater, but there are some good USB mics and you can get really good sound from them. So, I'll try not to be a hater. You made yours for $2.50. See? And I used a blanket for a while, and I still have my my fold up, like, I don't know, maybe it's like nylon or something. It like folds up into a circle like a windshield protector for your car, you know? Keep the sun out while you're gone. And you leave your car parked for a while. It's like that, it folds up or whatever. I have a green screen like that. But this one changes the game. I mean, it's flawless. You don't see wrinkles because there's no wrinkles. It's completely straight. It's held taut by its frame. And I didn't have to pin things or clip things. And it just gets rid of all that frustration. When I'm done, I close it down. I have all this room in the room to play with now. And I can lean my chair back and relax. It's great. I think all things in their due time. As a streamer, don't overinvest in your stream. But also, you know, sounds kind of weird, but also do invest in your stream. Like, don't be afraid to say like, I'm good enough to have this, right? Whatever it is. Because I think people told me stuff like, oh, you're too new of a streamer to have a merch store. Yet I've sold a couple of items. I've personally bought 2 mugs. I think Jassy has bought a t-shirt. Abby's bought a mug. I think there have been some other sales. And people told me, like, everybody pretends that there's this right time to do things. Even in the music world, even as a musician, people like to pretend there's a right time to do things. Like, oh, you're not ready for a big performance, or oh, you're not ready to record an album or a song or something. Oh, you're not ready to be like playing songs you wrote live. Like, and we convince ourselves that we're not ready. Like, oh, I'm not ready to have a merch store. I got to be big. Oh, I'm not ready to ask for a sponsorship, or oh, I'm not ready to to ask a dev for maybe a beta copy or early release or a review copy of something or whatever it may be. We always convince ourselves, and this is applied to everything in your life, that you're not ready for it, right? And you're never going to feel like you're ready. No matter how hard you practice and work, you're always going to feel like, oh man, I'm really not ready for this. But those big opportunities, nobody's really ready for that, right? Nobody's ready. I wasn't sure it was going to work, but it does the trick until I can afford a new one, right? Tupac said, F the world if it can't adjust. There's always a way, right? Very true. You're never going to be ready. So, I mean, I think people kind of said things, and I get this logic. Other people were able to raise money for every single thing they have on their stream. And I think that's super cool that your community is like, hey, I want you to have these good things. I want your stream to get better over time. Cool. Me, the way I did it was I just went out and slowly bought stuff. Slowly upgrade the camera, the green screen, the mic. Maybe not the best way financially, looking back. I spent a lot of money with no real guarantee. But then people saw the quality of the stream and they liked that. So they like that big foot that I'm putting forward, right? I'm really putting my best foot forward. Because I have a really, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not getting too ego here, but I have a quality setup. Let's be fair. Every now and then it crashes and burns, but I have a quality setup. You have a Snowball and a Yeti. Yeah, those are great. They're actually great. And I have Blue mics that I use and I love. I love Blue. They're great. But yeah, don't be afraid to invest in your stream. The Stream Deck really changed things for me. It was a lot of money, but it really changed my control over the stream. I'm able to switch scenes. Okay, they don't exactly go crystal right now because I don't have transitions at the moment because I'm kind of redoing stuff. But I'm able to mute. I'm able to send out a tweet saying, hey, I'm live. I just did it now. I just pressed a button and it was like, hey, I'm still live. Aaron Shack 64, come by. You know, those abilities are priceless. All right. So I think our download's done. I'm going to close Steam down fully. Because I feel like that was really... Let me just sit here for a bit and watch the stream. Let me see if it's a thing. I'm so happy Zenix said to drop you a follow, man. You're an awesome guy. I appreciate that, man. I really do. And Zen is someone amazing. Let me tell you about Zen. Zen is such a cool guy that I've met. And I feel like I tell him this all the time. And I tell other people all the time. He's so great. So I think this is how it went. We were in a streamer group previously. And I met Jazzy through that. And then after I met Jazzy, she raided Baggers one day. So I met Baggers, and I was like, he's cool. So I'm watching Baggers. You know, kind of became my new favorite streamer. He still is. And then one day Baggers raided Zen, and Zen was wild. And he was dominating at Fortnite and just being a goofball, just being himself. And that I learned a lot. I've learned a lot from every streamer that's in our community. I've learned a lot from every streamer I've seen on Twitch, good or bad. And so I learned from Zen. And he's just the nicest guy. And we have so much fun playing games together. And we just have so much fun being ourselves and being happy and enjoying what we do. And I think me and him kind of have the same mindset that we're not really... Like, I know everybody says this, like, oh, I'm not on Twitch for the money. Like, but we're making money. But we're not like, and we're branding, you know, we're creating branding, you know, we're doing it, we're approaching it like a business, but we're also not like trying to be like, what's the word? Just overly overly sponsored, not the word, just overly overbearing, you know? Like, we like our streams minimal. We don't like a lot of advertising or look at my donations, but this for me is a big change. And that's me. That's probably a one-time thing, honestly. I probably won't do this very often. I really don't. Cuz I've learned what's important, right? I think people deserve this. I like this. This is recognition. This is, hey, thanks. It's not bragging. It's not saying, look at how much money people are throwing, you know? It's not the best donation thing or whatever it is, you know? I'm not a big fan of putting all the dollar signs on the stream. There are alerts when you donate and stuff, and it's great, and I'll acknowledge you, and I'll be super happy, super excited. It never gets old. I'm never gonna, even a $1 donation, I'll just be like, wow, I can't believe it. Why? You know? But, yeah, I don't think it should all be about the money per se or whatever it may be. Yeah, we love what we do, and that's so important. And we've become such great friends. And the fact that me and Zen would probably never know each other if we hadn't met through the power of Twitch, right? And through Jazzy. I owe a lot to Jazzy and to Baggers. We've connected in such a way that is so beautiful, right? So cool. Yeah. Everything's holding steady. So I might restart the stream one more time. And I might reset OBS. That way I can see if there's any drop frames when we start up the game. Something's weird today. Something's weird. I don't know what it is. I wonder, can I... What is my... Let me do something real quick. That's the beauty of all this. Very true. What's the name of my I don't want the router app. Okay, maybe it was router asus.com. Yeah. I don't remember what my... 1 second. All right. I'm just gonna look at something. You just new features. I'm not seeing any firmware updates. Optimized for Xbox. I like that. The gunplay on The Division is actually amazing. Very true. It really is. Ah, Real Space, what's up, dude? What is up, sir? Just wait until day one, someone else. One day someone, yeah, I know, right? I know. I'm gonna call it wrong sometime. Very true. One of these days someone else will trigger it and I'll be like, "Hey, Real Space," and then you'll be like, "I'm not here. Why are you calling out lurkers?" Wow, we have so many things that... What is this? Is this... It's a bandwidth monitor. I don't think that's what I wanted. Is this the new Ron Talk Show? I'm just killing time. We were downloading a game and like my frames were dropping and things were being weird. Yeah, I don't care. Quit it. Go away. Traffic analyzer. That's not really... Traffic. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know. I'm just gonna check and make sure my router doesn't have firmware updates. But usually it keeps up to date on its own. It's actually really good. Okay, there is a firmware update. I could do that. Hey, how's it doing? Testing. Yeah, we're just killing some time. We had some... Like, Resident Evil crashed a few times. That was kind of weird. I might do... So, I said I was going to restart the stream here in a second. So we'll prep for that. We'll do that here in a minute. Because I want to reset OBS and do all this other stuff. Do you think any form of entertainment is meaningless? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ooh, you're coming in with a real... Okay, meaningless. All right. Okay, I'll buy it. I think this is just me. This is just opinion. Reality TV doesn't really do it for me. I think if anything's meaningless, like Real Housewives, Jersey Shore, Kardashians, rah rah rah. I think some of that is pretty. But some people are entertained by that. So is it really meaningless? No, maybe just in my perspective, right? Maybe that's all it is, or maybe I'm just an old man. You monster. You monster, Real Space. You're a monster. Wait, have a nice day. That's it? That's it? That's all the question? Oh, man. That's it? He's like, I'm out. I freaking hate Gambit. Testing, that's awesome, man. Really interesting question, but I guess in short, maybe no entertainment is meaningless. That may not be the word, right? Maybe the word is God. Maybe the word is there stuff you dislike, stuff you don't like? That's kind of how I took it, I guess. But maybe there's other ways to look at it, right? Since I want to talk about it. Yeah. What are you getting at? What are you getting at? Give me some clarification. Maybe I can better discuss that, because we're kind of just chilling. We're talking about streaming, talking about games at the moment while I'm doing some other stuff. We're getting things ready to hit up the Resident Evil here in a bit. Yeah, absolute power. Thank you for the lurk, dude. I do appreciate that. Meaningless entertainment. I know my parents probably think Twitch is kind of, or my family, I should say, thinks Twitch is kind of dumb, right? Like, I tell them what I do. I'm like, I play video games all day, and then people send me money. Like it's not because I'm forcing anyone. Like, people are subscribing. People are donating, things like that, right? And we see some people that are making lots of money, like more than enough to make a living on, right? You know, millions of dollars, such as, you know. Yeah, thank you for shouting out absolute power. Dude, you've been playing some Red Dead. Holy crap, man. I need to check that out. I need to check that out. Right on, dude. Enjoy your lurk, sir. So I don't know. Maybe it's just stuff we don't understand, right? Stuff we don't understand. We don't like what we don't understand, right? We hate it. Sometimes. So maybe I just don't understand reality TV, but I've tried, you know. I watched Survivor. I think the first season of Survivor was pretty hip. I like the Bear Grylls thing. What do you call that? Running Wild with Bear Grylls? I like that. And I guess that's technically reality TV. And some of the home building shows are pretty cool. But, like, I don't know. I just don't like brainless reality TV, I feel, is what I like to call it. Just drama for the sake of drama, you know? Like The Bachelor, I've watched that a little bit, and Bachelorette, I've watched some of that. It just gets brainless after a while. Some of it I get into. But no. I don't know if it's meaningless, though, right? Because it's making someone happy. It's bringing entertainment to somebody. And obviously, if the people on the reality show end up staying together, that's good for them. But I've noticed lately that most of the time they're bringing back people that were on the show several seasons ago. You thought they got together, but then they break up like months later and realize that, you know, maybe meeting someone through TV is not the best way to start a lifelong relationship. And that's difficult. It is difficult, right? That's not easy. Having a relationship that the whole world has watched you play, be a part of. It's basically a game, right? Reality TV. Regardless of a person's situation, entertainment at the end of the day seems kind of meaningless, doesn't it? For example, person A could have a completely stable life and watch YouTube, play video games, or do drugs. Person B has an addiction problem with YouTube videos, gaming, drugs, etc. In both cases, isn't entertainment meaningless, since that time could be used doing something more meaningful? I guess it's hard to fully understand how meaningful things can be fun if you have no real space. No, sir, what have you done? You fuck. I love the Trinity Ghoul, man. It's so cool, but fucking fuck. Son of a bitch. We had such a good run where Zur wasn't being a dickhead and selling guns that you should earn. That you should play the game and grind and earn. But then he starts selling shit and making the game too easy and giving everyone these guns that suck. And just gonna take all the fun out of the Crucible because now everybody's gonna have it. Anyway. Okay, I see what you're getting at now, testing. Okay. So that's kind of the way like older generations actually tend to look at gaming, streaming, a lot of entertainment. Right. What do you get from entertainment, right? Okay, let's look at it that way. What are you getting right now from watching me? If anything, hopefully I'm putting a smile on your face. Hopefully you're laughing a little bit, right? Ooh, those are some things. I don't think I have Ursa Furiosa. I might have to look at that. I might have to look at that on all platforms and make sure I have all that gear. I might pick up that Trinity Ghoul, but I'm still mad about it, all right? I have it on PC, but I'm still mad that they're just giving it out like that, all right? Cool. But what are you getting? All right, so maybe I'm making your day a little better. Maybe I'm making you laugh. But I don't want you to be, I have no control over this, but you could be addicted to the stream, right? I'm just now answering, sorry. You may have to turn the quality down if that's being a problem, but it should be at 720p. Everything should be good. 720p 60 FPS is usually the standard, and I'm not seeing any drop frames at the moment. So I'm getting all steady here. Green light. So, okay, what are you getting from entertainment? You're not getting something tangible, right? You're getting a feeling from entertainment. When you go watch a movie and you really enjoy it, you go watch, let's say, Black Panther. Awesome action comic book movie. You come out feeling invigorated. You come out feeling strong. You come out with a passion for, the beauty of this movie and what it's sort of created a conversation. It's an all African American cast and blah blah blah, without getting too political or whatever. You really feel good, right? Everyone gets that feeling when they come out of a movie that they like, right? In superhero movies, I usually feel like I can conquer the world after I watch a good superhero movie and I walk out of the theater. So you get an emotional benefit. And yeah, it's possible to be addicted to technology, to entertainment. It does help you deal with the pain of reality, right? Entertainment's been around forever. Ever since someone sat around a campfire and told a story, Greek mythology, all that stuff, whether it's real or not, it's all storytelling that's invented to just minimize how much life really sucks, right? So without being entertained by music, video games, TV, talking, telling stories, laughing at jokes, whatever it is, that's all entertainment. Is it meaningless? No. I think my answer is no. I think reality TV is meaningless, but that's just my opinion. So people are less productive. Yeah, you can definitely get too much, right? Like if you scroll through Instagram all day or Facebook or whatever, yeah, you can definitely overdose on entertainment, right? Or if you just Netflix binge all day and forget to eat, right? Like I see negative effects, especially in our culture now, right? Because we have things called binge watching, right? And literally, you could watch a streamer all day if you want. Whether I'm live all day or not, you can find someone to watch and be addicted to this type of content. This live games as a service, hosting, practically make your own TV show is almost what I describe Twitch as to someone that's not very computer gaming blah 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 literate. Is like, it's basically you're just your own TV show and people show up if they like what you're doing, and they can throw money at you which is, you can't really do that at a real life TV show, right? You can't really, here, CBS, I really like Hawaii Five-0. Here's $20. Like, you just have to watch it and hope that the ratings keep it going and the ad money, right? Well, if you ever find okay. Close that for a second. We've got this uploading. What's weird is because as a streamer, I don't get it myself. I like watching everyone I know, but it's rare that I'll really watch a popular streamer. True. The buffering. Well, there will be a VOD of this later, and I'll throw it up on YouTube as well. My YouTube is Aaron Shack 64, so if you want to catch the answers then. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the buffering. That's a real bummer. But yeah, entertainment is not meaningless. I'm a musician. So if entertainment is meaningless, then I'm wasting my entire life, right? I'm just a waste of space, right? But my entertainment, and I've seen it when I've talked to people after a show, I'll play some jazz or blues, and it just blows my. I never take it for granted, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, someone will come up to me and be like, "Wow, that really made me feel good. I really enjoyed that. You're good at what you do." Like, it never hurts to hear that, not just for the ego, but like, wow, entertainment. That person is entertained by what something I've created, right? And that's what I'm doing now. I'm creating something that's entertaining. We're playing a game, and I'm entertaining myself. I'm entertaining people. It's taking away the pain of the real world that we have to deal with, you know? We're allowed to forget about the problems of life. A good book can do that. A good movie can do that. A good album, music can do that. Video games, Twitch, whatever it is, sitting on the internet watching funny cat videos. Whatever it is, it works, right? Entertainment helps deal with the pain of reality. What if you used a more productive way that you enjoy or have set for yourself to deal with that pain? Like, let's say you use a job. The chance of you binging on something is high. You have to be aware of that. And you have to do positive things so you don't give in to those easy pleasures that will affect you negatively. Dosage is everything, right? Yeah, with if you're going to use drugs legally, I'm not advocating any use of drugs. But for example, marijuana is legal, right? Obviously, you don't want to do too much of that, right? Because then you become really dazed, confused, paranoid, or, lazy is what people like to use that word to coat everyone that ever smoked marijuana. They're lazy. No. But yeah, dosage is everything, right? You can obviously have too much of a good thing or a bad thing, right? A lot of heroin, pretty bad. Don't do it. What if you read something like Aristotle instead of reading fictional books? That's always up for debate, right? You can always learn something. But you could learn a lot playing a video game, right? You could learn a lot about eye-hand coordination. You can learn about how to treat other people. You can learn how to handle difficult situations. I've learned how to handle a lot of difficult things in my life thanks to video games, all right? I've been able to dodge a number of car wrecks due to my quick reflexes on the steering wheel. Having played a lot of racing games and Grand Theft Auto, I know moves I can make, and I can visualize what might actually happen. Okay, if I swerve left into oncoming traffic to dodge this car that's about to hit me, that could put me in even more danger and put someone else in big danger. Okay, if I swerve right, well, I might go off the road and hit this sign that's on the side of the road. Okay, weighing the benefits? What if I just slam the brakes? You know, all these things can come really quickly and I can make decisions there. So it depends what you're doing, right? But in the end, no, it's not meaningless. And I feel like I could defend that till the end of time, right? And we could argue all day, isn't it better to read Shakespeare than it is to read Twilight? Yeah, I fucking hate Twilight, but that's personal opinion. I think Twilight's dumb. But you know what? That's entertaining. I sit around and read DC Comics all the time. I'm sure someone will just come and tell me you're a fucking little child. Grow up. You know, you're almost 30 years old, you know? Grow up and read a real book, you know, without pictures. But I read real books. I do read. I have some nonfiction that I read, and I keep myself enlightened and stuff. And I keep up with news. I keep up with politics. I'm always trying to learn about new things, about politics, and about different forms of stuff. I mean, there's so much to learn and so many different ways to learn it. You can learn nonfiction learning. I've learned a lot about history playing Assassin's Creed games. Granted, it's not all 100% factual, but you can learn and be immersed in that world in that time period in something that our ancestors did not have the ability to do, to be able to learn in that way. I had philosophy classes in college. Some people don't have that, and video games and other forms of entertainment are accessible. Hopefully in that form of entertainment has roots in something to research so that fans can actually learn. Yeah. For example, playing an Assassin's Creed game has sort of, allowed you to awaken curiosity. Like, oh, I played Assassin's Creed 2. Now I'm kind of interested in Italy and its history. I want to learn more about Florence, blah, blah, blah. I see. I don't mean to offend you, but I appreciate the conversation. No one's offended. I might be on a soapbox and really excited right now, but I'm not mad. Everyone has the right to their own opinion, right? So you're definitely right to disagree. And if you have, your reasons, right? Cool. No reason we can't be friends or talk, right? If we disagree on something, right? Mechanical skill and conceptual skill learned from gaming can help you in real life situation. The transfer of skills, wouldn't it be better than having spent all that time learning a meaningful thing? I'm getting you. I see what you're saying. It's very true. There is a point there. Yeah, I agree in some ways. Like for example, isn't it more meaningful that I go to the gym and work out, get really buff, and become healthy and strong so that I can do a good job at work in my carpentry and build a house with my bare hands? And I'm not making fun, but I'm just saying, is it better to do things that have benefits in real life than it is to hit max level in a video game, spending hundreds of hours grinding? It's all perspective, right? I don't know. None of this matters, right? Nothing matters in the end, right? We're all gonna die. Sorry if that's news to you. But I want to have good memories. I want to remember when I die. I want to have great memories. I want to have great friendships that I've had through my life. I want to have great relationships with people. I want to love and be loved by people. And I want to have great times. And it doesn't matter whether it's great times. I've climbed up mountains before. That's great. It's wonderful. Some of the greatest things you can do is get out in the real world and have a great time. And also some of my greatest memories are playing Super Mario Brothers as a kid or playing the games I play now, right? You don't want to die, right? Wouldn't that harsh experience create meaning in your life? Right. Like, should I get off the video games and go live real life? Because life is so short. But yeah, none of this matters. Your job, your money, none of it matters. You don't take it with you. Maybe even your memories don't matter because you really don't get that either, do we? I mean, is there an afterlife? Who knows? Let's not get religious. Yeah, I feel like I just want to enjoy life while I'm here. And if this is what I enjoy in life, I've always been an entertainer at heart. Ever since I was a kid, I was Mr. Entertainer. I I wanted to sing, I wanted to dance, I wanted to play music, I wanted to play video games. I wanted other people to see me play video games. Even as a kid, I was like, Dad, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I'm doing. Cool. Good job. Like, it's just like Dad watching you at a softball game or whatever. Like, Dad, look, I'm playing a game. I'm winning. You know? Like that kind of stuff. Holy crap. Those memories. There's value in everything we do. Even the dumbest things that we do, there's value in everything, right? Maybe there's not as much value in some things, right? Follow your bliss, baby, right? What if you get chased by a dog or beaten up by someone? Yeah, that's true. I actually learned a bit about Japanese culture from Persona. And because there's a lot of mythology and other neat stuff you can learn. Very true, right? Right. Often while I'm playing video games, I'm thinking, could I be practicing guitar and getting better at guitar? Well, I do practice guitar. But there's also, there's too much of anything. I shouldn't play too many video games, but I also shouldn't play too much guitar because carpal tunnel. Or I don't know, maybe I'll just go insane or get too good. I don't know. I enjoy my progress, I guess. For me, brother, I feel like if you become an entertainer, I'll become an enabler of other people to watch me and get entertained. Then I will become an enabler of other people to watch me and get entertained, which I believe is not the right path for those people watching me. Okay. So, let's go there. So, let's say I'm playing music on stream. I'm enabling you to watch me, which is preventing you from maybe you're not working as hard at your job because you're watching Twitch. Or maybe you're at school watching Twitch and now you're not studying as hard. That's not my fault. That's not on me. Sure, I could feel guilty, and I might, especially if I hear about, someone not doing well as a result. Yeah, the problem is not that, yeah. It's not my fault, right? It's not Hawaii 5-0's fault that I'm not doing my homework and I'm watching a Hawaii 5-0 marathon on CBS, all right? It's not my fault. And like the actors on the show might feel bad when they hear some kid failed their science test, but it's also not their fault. All right? But true. Are you an enabler? The same way a drug dealer enables a druggie to do drugs. No, I don't think it falls that way, right? Real space. Oh, okay. Always look on the bright side of life. You are such a goofball, real space. You're such a goofball. I was actually singing that. It could be on both people if you feel guilty. I'm always going to be very deeply human at the end of the day. So, if someone comes into my stream and they're having a rough day, I'm going to feel for them. I'm going to empathize with them. And I'm going to wish them well. And if I can be of any aid, if my comedy and my misery on stream, when I'm losing at a game or I'm laughing, having a good time, whatever it is, if my entertainment turns your day around, that's the greatest gift I can give, right? If I can make someone who's depressed or sad or even just having a good normal day, if I can make your day better, then I'm glad I can do that. And if I don't, there's a million other streamers that can do it for you. Or there's Netflix, there's TV, there's lifting weights, there's climbing mountains. There's a million other things, both in the real and virtual world, that you can do. How would you want to spend your life? You only have one life. Doing real life things is hard. Entertainment is easy. Taking the hard path will bring one a better life. I weigh that balance quite a bit. Okay. That's an interesting point because that's where we hit hard, right? A second ago we hit pretty hard getting there, right? But I want to be an entertainer. This is it. Entertainment is not easy. I had to spend I've been playing guitar for like 9 years now, maybe more. But taking it seriously, maybe 9 years. I'm exposing myself, my vulnerabilities. I'm not the greatest musician. I'm pretty good. I make money. I have a job that allows me to make money. Entertaining, right? Doesn't matter what kind of entertainment it is. I could go do stand-up and be just fine. I can sit here on Twitch. I'll be just fine. I can play guitar and sing and be just fine. I had to earn this. I had to not just earn the money to buy this, right? Yeah, no exposing yourself. I had to earn the money to buy this. I had to invest time in learning. I went to school to learn how to play, right? To be able to do this, right? And to be able to sing. And when I do that, yeah, you know, songs are all entertainment. It's all about expressing that, which what Taco said, vulnerabilities for what you love. You're exposing yourself, your true self that you don't show to other people, especially when you write songs and you play songs that you've written. You are really, I mean, it's really hard to write poetry and then let someone else read it. Do you know how much that just like in your mind, it drives you freaking nuts, right? Streaming games versus playing guitar, right? So, but the cool thing is, look, yeah, it's harder for me to take my own guitar and get an IRL gig. It's hard. And I live in a place where music is not, I don't think it's booming. I think this place where I live is kind of dead for music. There's a few places you can go, but if you want to make money and be a working musician, yeah, it's hard. It's really hard where I live. I still make it work. But at the same time, streaming allows me to, I can have a rock star sized gig right now. If I focus really hard and I play something on Twitch, right? And a bunch of people come in, a raid comes in, all of a sudden I'm playing for 150 people or something, right? And hopefully I'm doing well, right? Wow, that allows me access to an audience that in my hometown I can't get, right? Or wherever I live, wherever it may be. In some places, maybe it's easier. That's why I've thought about moving to other places, maybe somewhere that's more open, more musically inclined, and where there are venues where people are paid, compensated, right? Try out 5 different things. If those don't work, try out 5 other things. Depends on your belief system. Meaningful life. I believe I'm living a meaningful life, all right? I go to church. I play guitar for my church, right? I have a job. I work in a music store. I stream on Twitch. I'm an affiliate. I make money from that. I have friends from that. I play games with friends. I have a great time. I play games alone. I have a great time. I don't know how to help you on that, Collins. I'm sorry. I know a bit about computers, but I don't know if I can. Yeah, you might want to go to Google for that one. I'm sorry. I really wish I could be more helpful, but I'm really not sure. I look like a scuffed Casey Neistat. Thanks. I think, hopefully. I don't know. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I mean, I believe I'm living a meaningful life. I've worked in real life jobs. I've worked in the food industry. I've had a great time. I'll never do it again, hopefully. My little desktop is hard on time. Blu-ray disc to watch the movies. Is there any way to make it remedy and healthy like my respiratory? Okay. That's a bit much, man. All right. Yeah, thanks. I'm sorry. I wish I could help, but that's beyond me. And don't be rude. Don't be rude. Like I can take some some stuff. A scuffed Casey Neistat. but that's just rude. How would you like it if I walked up to you and said you look like a fucking moron? Yeah, you'd probably punch me in the face, right? Okay. So, anyway. Entertainment may be easy, but it's not. It's not. When I've done stand-up comedy in the past, it was expressing all my vulnerability, and what I think is funny could be drastically different than what everyone in the crowd thinks. You could get a crowd that just does not think you're funny, and you may be funny to a million other people over here, but you will never be funny to these guys, right? And in our culture as well, you know, with the culture is changing, and there's a lot of you know, can we joke about this, or some people don't like it when we joke about that. How edgy can you be? You know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into that. But there's so much, right? There's so much to entertainment. And it's so much harder than people think it is. And I think people look at entertainers and think, wow, they got the easy life. You know, Beyonce's got it easy. Christy Aaliyah, stand-up comedian, he's got it easy. Blah, 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 you know? Or they look at people on Twitch and Instagram, and we see the perfect side of their life, right? We see the ideal side of their life, but we don't see the bad side. We don't see what's going on in these people. You don't know what's going on in Beyonce's personal life. You don't know what struggles she goes through outside of singing and dancing and being on TV, being in movies, whatever it is, right? Yeah, I'm not going to tell you personal details. But yeah, it's been really cool. Yeah, get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, and discuss things with people. This has been very real. I enjoy this. I'm really glad you came by and you've brought up some thought-provoking discussion and some very interesting questions. And yeah, I get a little riled up, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad, and I'm not trying to force you to see my point of view. This is my show, and I'm here to express my point of view, right? So yeah. So I don't look at entertainment necessarily as taking the easy route, although in some ways I can agree that can be perceived that way. And I think sometimes when I'm playing a video game and the money's rolling in and people are subbing, I'm like, yeah, this is easy. You know, like in my brain, I'm like, yeah, this is easy. But it's not. There's so much that goes into it, right? The lighting, the camera, the mic, the technology, the mastery of all this equipment, the mastery of the game in which you are playing, right? There's so much to being an entertainer that it's not easy. But I believe just the way I was raised, playing video games, showing my dad and my cousins and brother video games, and then yeah, right? Uriah's here. And just like, even when I would buy movies as I've grown up, I was Mr. Movie Guy. I always had the movies. I still do. I have shelves and shelves of movies. And I'm Mr. Entertainment, you know? Someone in family or friends will come to me and be like, oh man, I want to see this movie. Do you have it? Yeah, I'm that guy. I always want to be that guy. So I started streaming really, you know, to be the guy with the games. Because I always was, even in high school. I had hundreds of Xbox games, right? Because what else am I spending my money on? I'm saving money, but I'm also, you know, buying games, right? And so I thought that would make me cool. Turns out it didn't. Nobody liked nerds when I was in high school. That's when times were changing, right? Now nerds have gone mainstream. Video games and comics and stuff have gone mainstream. But back then it wasn't, right? For me, especially for me. I had all the games. If people now knew how many games I had and how much fun I had playing games and stuff, I think I would have had more friends in high school. Maybe not. Maybe I'd still be lame. But I thought doing that would bring me friends, and it didn't. And I tried to change myself, who I was in high school, to attract more friends. And it didn't work in the end, right? We don't do different languages, buddy. I'm just gonna purge that because it could be bad. But yeah, we speak English. I'm not to be offensive or anything, but you know, I want everybody to understand each other, and I don't like it if someone comes in and says something nasty in another language, whether I understand it or not, right? Because I know some Spanish and stuff, so, but we still speak English while we're in here, just to level the playing field for everybody. Never change who you are. Thank you. Yeah, and I learned that from high school, and it didn't pay off, right? Because the lasting friends are the people that you don't have to change yourself to be, right? The good friends are the people that accept you for who you are. And we're all flawed people, right? Nobody's perfect. But that's why I started streaming, because I always have so many games, and I've been blessed, and I've been good to be able to afford the games I have. I've worked hard for everything I have. Nothing's been handed to me per se. But I share that, right? I share that with you, right? If I own a lot of games, I think it's cool that I can share them with you in these experiences. You only speak Irish. I like some Irish. If you can throw us a few vocabulary words. Nothing bad though. Please keep it kind of PG-13ish. Let's not get into X-rated Irish words. But I find some of the jargon you guys use really interesting. Everything's fine, Uriah. We have been talking about, so testing actually came in here and gave us some very thought-provoking questions. It's really kind of put me on a soapbox, right? I believe the original question was, is entertainment meaningless? It's a hard choice to make. What if a streamer realizes he only has one life to live? He realizes he can keep lying to himself by justifying his lifestyle. It's no longer a good enough excuse to live a more meaningful life, so he makes the decision to quit all entertainment, to start going to the gym, eating healthy meals, and on time, sleeping on time, and for the appropriate amount of hours doing the things he is passionate about. I think that's great, man. Oh my gosh, I can't even say it. The IRA? Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad, man. What? I don't know. Let's just not say weird things like that. I'll get the IRA on you. That's terrible, dude. Don't say that. I thought you were gonna say something nice. Oh man. I'll show you, I'll share with you some of the words that I know, or phrases. I do. Where is it? I do keep track of this stuff. Let me see. Let me try to. Some of it might be Scottish. Yeah, I got some funny words, Oh, okay. Here. I don't know if I can still say it right. Dinna fash yourself. Don't worry. I dinna ken. I'm not saying it right. I haven't heard it in a while, but that means I don't know. I don't know. I can't. You gotta get that just right. I don't know. Plonker. Plonker is an idiot. Skint. I'm skint. That means I'm penniless. Gobsmacked. At a loss for words. I'm knackered. Means I'm tired, right? All right, it might be time to leave the just chatting queue, because I think we found the trash and filth of the of this. It's been nice talking, and but I think we found just the garbage that rolls in when you try to stream under just chatting, and the IRL channel and stuff like that. You catch people that want to come in and troll. But it's been nice meeting you, testing. I really thank you for bringing up this very interesting topic of discussion. I think everything's a balance, to tell you, testing. I don't think entertainment is meaningless, but I do think everything is a balance, right? There's a right amount of entertainment in your life, right? I try not to watch. I watch a little Netflix before I go to sleep every night sometimes, Sometimes I'm straight to bed, I fall asleep. Sometimes I like to watch a show and just keep up. But I'm not really into binge watching. And I've done it before, and there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes it's nice to take a whole Saturday and just watch a whole series or knock out a couple movies, right? But watching yourself, watch yourself, you know? Don't overdo it, right? Even the greatest things in life, all things with moderation, right? I love hamburgers, but if I eat 20 hamburgers, I'm probably going to die. Yeah, not good. All things in moderation, right? So same with internet, entertainment, consumption of anything, right? It depends on whether a person wants to be strict with himself or wants to accept his life the way it is. Life has great questions. Very true. This is going to be a stream to look back on, guys. Some very thought-provoking stuff. But I think we're going to. What do you guys think? All right, we got 2 games on the table. We got Resident Evil 2, and we've got the brand new Devil May Cry 5. So make your thoughts known in chat. Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5, blah blah blah. I kind of want to play some more Resident Evil 2, but Dev Cry? Oh no. All right. I'm intrigued. I've spent a very limited time around the Devil May Cry series. I don't think I've ever finished a game they've done. And I'm actually really interested in part 5. So yes, all the best, sir. Thank you for bringing up that interesting discussion. Really did enjoy that, and I hope it gives you new things to process, and maybe you'll think about what is your answer. You know, think about that. You know, maybe I'm not here to change your mind on anything, but it helps hearing. I look at this when I'm in political discussions with people. It helps hearing what the other side thinks because it helps you formulate what you really think. I'm not going to get into this, but I'll give you an example, right? I know what my thoughts on abortion are, but when I hear what people from the other side say, it makes me doubt what my thoughts are, makes me question them, makes me wonder, am I really doing the right thing? Maybe makes me do some research, maybe allows me to strengthen my beliefs on how I feel on a certain issue. Doesn't have to be abortion, but I'm just throwing that out there as a word, right? Or the wall, or whatever's going on politically, right? It helps to hear from the other side. So if you like a game, sometimes it kind of helps to hear from the guy that doesn't like a game that you're playing. Because you can be like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe I don't agree, but I see what you're saying, and maybe it helps me look at the game I'm playing and understand it in a different way, right? I don't know. So don't get stuck in your bubble, right? It's very easy, right? Because with your friends and with like-minded people, it's very easy to get caught in your own little bubble. So it's nice to branch out and see what's going on outside your bubble, right? Especially in the news, politically, stuff like that. I'm not even getting into fake news, real news, whatever it is. Whatever it is, you know? It's just good to, don't get caught in your own bubble, right? Yeah. And that's why compromise and discussion are so important, right? That's the beauty of life. Yeah. So I've come randomly. I know, James, you got real what's the word? Gobsmacked. Yeah, I guess the big question was we were just discussing, is entertainment meaningless? Is what I'm doing right now meaningless? Is video gaming meaningless? Is playing guitar meaningless when I could be farming or something, doing something that benefits real life? But I guess what I came to is I've always wanted to be an entertainer, and that's what I am. Oh, come on. Don't do the Allah Akbar stuff. Come on, dude. Thanks for the follow. And you, yeah, that's kind of the gift you deserve. Dude, come on, man. Don't be a troll. You also spelled it wrong. But why'd you have to put all those numbers? Was that already taken? Maybe someone already did it. My brother made it. You know you can change your name, right? On Twitch. Don't worry about it. We always get so many trolls, man. If something brings enjoyment, what's the problem? True. And we talked about, is it possible to have too much entertainment, right? You can always have too much of a good thing, right? Ah, shit. That's all right, Taco. Cool, man. Allah Akbar. Yeah, Troll Nation. Yeah, just like too much, right? Like you can watch too much Netflix, right? You can play video games so much that you neglect to eat, right? You can eat so much pizza that you become sick, right? It's all balanced. So we've come to that it means, entertainment's not meaningless. Maybe from different perspectives. Like, I think reality TV is meaningless. I think it's dumb, right? I watch some of it. I think some of it's cool, right? It's always peeing I forget to do when playing games, right? That's why you gotta keep, you gotta keep a little. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't do that. Go to the toilet. All right. Anyway, Snake, what is up with these trolling trolls in Troll City?
Snake, I'm fighting these trolls, but it's getting overbearing. The internet is crazy.
Anyway. But that's what we discussed. And there's something cool. There's something cool in there somewhere. That was a really cool thing. Will you guys hang tight? I actually want to reset the stream before we do what we're doing. Hal, is that you? Right? I want to restart the stream. Because I think I was downloading something while I was doing Resident Evil, and it was causing the game to crash, and that's kind of unusual. Let me see. Where was that? Where was I at when I was it network tools or administration? Firmware update. I'm gonna do it's not even gonna take that long. Probably like 10 seconds. I'll do a firmware update on my router just to make sure that is good. I'm going to what do you guys think? Devil May Cry? That's what I'm hearing is Devil May Cry 5. So I will switch the title to that. Devil May Cry 5 on PC. Devil May Cry 5. Change that right now. I'm gonna do a quick shutdown. Dev cry. We're gonna make the devs cry. And hopefully that'll get some of the riffraff out of the stream as well. Developers cry. I know. I feel for them, man. Sometimes because sometimes we really are so mean, and we forget that they are people, right? And we forget that it's just a job, right? It's a career for them. And when they go home, they're just like you and me. They want to kick back, and have dinner, and play a game, watch TV, go to sleep, enjoy life. They have lives, they have families, right? Sometimes people have a disconnect there. Like, a dev will post something really profound like, I hope you guys have a good day. Keep the positive attitude. And then someone on Twitter, like 3 posts down, is like, but when's the next patch coming? You're a failure. And I'm just like, could you just not be a dick, people? Like, there's always that guy that's like 3 posts down. I have to look every time a dev posts something cool, like, new DLC out today. And then And then someone will be like, but when's that? When are you gonna fix this? And sometimes I'm that guy. Yeah. Why is the DFA dropping for me on the Nightfall, right? Yeah, like something that's kind of out of their power. It's like, it's an algorithm. I can't give you the DFA. Maybe you just need to play more Nightfalls and increase the odds. If that's still not working, it's a game. It's a game. It's RNG. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway. All right, give me 1 second, all right? We're going to shut down for a minute. I hope you guys will hang tight. I'm going to reset OBS. I'm going to reset. I'm going to do this quick firmware update on the router, and we'll get Devil May Cry up, and we will start playing. So I'm going to say give me about 5 to 10 minute break here, all right? 5 or 10 min going offline, quick reset. All right, I'm going to type that in chat just for anyone that's, watching. And I'll still be watching chat, so maybe we can just type in chat while I'm away. But thank you guys for watching. I will be right back.